Hey everybody, Teresa here from Inspiration Cards, and today I'm going to show you a cute project creating magazine style holders out of cardstock. You can use these to hold your cards, your embossing folders, your dies, just about anything you can think of. And I've crafted 3 different sizes, and today I'm going to show you how to put together the largest of the 3, but of course I'm going to share the measurements for all 3 of the magazine style holders. So let's flip this around and get to today's project. So here we go. This is the largest of the 3 little cardstock holders. All the measurements for all 3 of the magazine style holders are here. And of course, I'll leave this here the whole time so you can pause, zoom in, and take note of all of the measurements. Basically what you need is 12 by 12 cardstock. You can choose any color that you like. I decided to use up some of the brighter colors that I had. Some are retired, but really you can use any cardstock that you want. So for this one, you need a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock, and you're going to want to score it at 5 inches and 7 inches on one side, and then you're going to rotate it and score it on 4 inches and 10.5 inches. So this one also, you need an extra little piece of cardstock. Forgot to write that down. Sorry about that. But it's 6 inches by 12. This one is a little short because I wanted to make sure I got the same color cardstock. But I'll show you a finished one using a 6 by 12 piece of cardstock once we're done. So to get this going, it's really simple once you've got the cardstock cut and scored. So once you've got it scored and cut, you're going to notice I've got a couple extra places where I've cut it. So just along these 2 extra score lines to the center score lines, here is where you're going to want to cut, so that way you can fold these all up. So I'm going to fold along all the score lines first. There we go. And you can do this a couple of different ways. So where I got the inspiration for this was from an American demonstrator, Karen Titus. She does hers a little bit different than I'm going to be doing mine today, but I'll explain why and how once I get to that part. So there we go. And actually we're here. So how Karen Titus has done hers is she actually has the extra little strip going around the outside of the box. So you can add a piece of designer series paper along the outside of your box. I'm doing mine a little bit different. I actually want this on the inside just for a little extra reinforcement, and also to give it a little bit more of a uniform look on the outside. Okay, so to hold this all in place, got my handy dandy tear and tape. So I'm just gonna stretch that along there. There we go. And just trying to remember, there we go. And I'm going to add a little bit more tear and tape once we get this a little more assembled, just to make sure that these parts actually stay put where I want them. So I have gone through a fair bit of tear and tape making these boxes, but I love using the tear and tape because it's just super sticky and is great for 3D projects and things like this, where you need a little something stronger than, you know, your liquid glue or your Stampin' Seal. All right, so there's our start. I'm gonna peel these off here. go, one side first. And what you're going to do is just going to fold that over and just make sure you get that little piece wedged all the way in. Here we go. And sometimes you just need to do one more extra little burnish with your bone folder just to flatten things out a little bit. There we go. And the other side. Here we go. And again. Oh, hang on. Leo wants to join us today. Sorry, buddy. What'd you get? All right, there we go. Let's try that again. He loves to be where the people are. And right now I'm the only one home, which doesn't happen very often. So of course he's in here with me. All right, so there we go. So I've got one strip along the edge there. But I'm gonna wanna add an extra little piece right along here. All right. Leo is adamant about joining me for crafting today. He wants to look out the window that's in my office here. All right, so I'm going to add a little strip on the outside here. There we go. So that'll keep that nicely in place. Here we go. All right, and one more on the other side. That's where I want to add it. There we go. All right, and we're going to peel that off. Let's try the other end. That one's still a little stuck. There we go. All right, and again, just going to line that up. There we go. All right, and so once you have your other piece of cardstock, as I said, it's 6 by 12. And what you're going to want to do is on the long side, you're going to want to score it at 5 inches in from either side. So you'll want to score it at 5 and 7, just like you did with this guy here. This guy, as I said, is not quite long enough. So I'm going to do a little makeshift fold here. And then I can burnish with my bone folder once I've got them. There we go. All right, now that I've got my basic crease, there we go. Make sure it sticks real good. There we go. All right, so there we go. So again, we're going to grab my tear and tape, and that's going to go right down here at the bottom. And again. There we go. All right, and to make sure it sticks, I'm actually going to add the tear and tape on the back here. A couple of strips. Here we go. All right, and just to get an idea of where, there we go. So right along the top is where we're going to want to add that last little piece of tear and tape. So kind of like I did with that last step there. And let's flip it over. Go. All right, so now I'm going to peel this all off. And one more. There we go. All right, and make sure that goes along the bottom. So I'm going to line that up. And wrap that around. Nice thing with the tear and tape is it doesn't stick right away. So you do have a minute to, here we go. Now obviously I'm not going to leave it quite like this. So what I did, I'm going to show you actually what I did with my other one. Leo knocked it down. All right. So with the 12 by, when you actually have a 6 by 12 piece, all you're going to do is trim the edge. So it's not exactly lined up, but still looks pretty good. And instead of, like with Keratitis, instead of wrapping just a little band around the bottom, I'm actually going to get, once I find a designer series paper that I like, I'm actually going to cover the whole outside of my box. And I might even use the double oval punch to create little labels to put either on the back here or on the front. So there's the largest. Let me show you the regular one. So the regular size here. Here we go. So the one extra thing that you're going to want to do to get that nice angled edge is, so 1 inch, okay, out from those middle score lines, you're going to want to score from there about 2.25 inches down. And then once you've got that, you're actually going to cut it from score line to score line. So that's the regular one there. And then here's the one. So this is using, using, oh my gosh, I don't even remember what color. I think this is Highland Heather. So same idea, 1 inch in, and then 2.25. If you actually check Karen Titus's website, karentitus.com, she actually has the measurements. I feel like it was 2.25 for one of them, and then 2.5 for the other. And that'll give you your angled edge. And again, I'm just going to add some DSP once I find something that I like. And so these will hold my mini folders. These will hold my full-size embossing folders, and then this guy here will hold my 6 by 6 sized embossing folders. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I would love to see how you end up using your magazine style holders. And if you liked today's video, I would love it if you would like and share it with your friends. If you ever have any questions about Stampin' Up, scrapbooking, card making, or just paper crafting in general, I'd be happy to answer any and all of your questions. So drop them below in the comments, or you can send me an email at inspirationwiththeresa@gmail.com. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See you soon.